Welcome to B Sports Picks. We had 5 players that I gave away yesterday. All 5 of them hit. So I have some other stuff that I'm looking at today. It's 3 different games that I'm looking at, and I'm going to walk you through why I like these today. So it was a massive day yesterday, 5 wins straight up. So this right here, I gave away the Yandy Diaz and Andy Pages. I started doing this because the odds were so heavy. I'm starting to parlay them together, but I'm actually doing half a unit. That's why you see it's only $17 right there. But anyways, I'm going to go back to full units again starting today because there was a little bit of a dip off and now it's starting to come back. So anyways, that's the reason you see $25 right there. It was half a unit. But I gave away 2 of these batters for free. So I gave away these 2 yesterday. If you were here, you would have got those 2. I gave away these 2 guys yesterday. Both of those hit, as you can see. I gave away this guy. So again, guys that I showed yesterday, all 5 of them hit. And then I had an extra play, which was for VIP, which was 2 under RBIs. Now, don't let this fool you. You see it's $8.33. The reason is this guy didn't play. So only paid me out for one of them, which shouldn't be the case, but this guy just didn't play. Anyways, that's the reason why this is so low. But think about this, guys. I gave you 5, and then in VIP I had another parlay, which is this one, and one of the players didn't play, so it was still a win. 6 batters that I gave away 5, and all 5 hit. I hope that's making sense. I have 3 games that I'm going to talk about, and I do have some batter props, but those are going to be inside the free channel. So let me share this. Go inside. If you haven't done so, make sure you click on subscribe. Go to the link in the description, and then click on free picks. It's right here. Also, if you want to check out the Discord, we have about 40 people in there, something like that. And they're making money in there as well. They're sharing a lot of stuff. That link is right here as well. Now, let me talk about the 3 games that I really like. One of them, it's a little bit questionable. You can stay away if you want. I don't like when I see this, because this is one of the most important factors that I look at. So be careful with this, okay? Dodgers, this is a massive mismatch. Dodgers, actually, they were kind of on a dip-off, and now they're coming back, and they're doing a lot better recently. So the Rockies are just still the worst team in baseball. If you look up the records for the Rockies, it's literally the worst team. That's not an exaggeration. So the line shifted from a 270 to a 290, which is ridiculous. 270 is super high already, and it's still shifted to a 290. So now you can see 94% of the bets are coming in on the Dodgers, 96% of the money, 94% on the bets, 96% on the money. So that's dramatically the public. It's rare when the public agrees with the sharps and the line is still shifting even further. And that only really happens when the team really sucks, just like the Rockies do. And there's another reason. I'm gonna get to that. So look at this record, 50-31 overall. Rockies are 18-62. Again, this is the worst record in over 100 years. Okay, not just this season, but in over 100 years, this is the worst record. I'm not gonna get into all those details. There's a lot of information here. If you like this sort of information that has all this breakdown like this, that's in the link in the description, and go to the bottom where it says the Sharp Edge. That's actually our tool, and you would get an email update whenever we post these in the morning. But let me get into this. Kershaw is much better than Gomber. Gomber is a very bad pitcher. Look at this. He's only played 1 game, and he's got a very bad ERA right there. Again, starting pitcher, look at the hit. This is the hit rankings. So basically what this is you see the graph. If it's red, that means it's hot. That means they're getting a lot of hits. And if it's blue, then it's cold. So just looking at this graph, look at how many of the batters get hits for the Dodgers as opposed to the Rockies. And this is another side note. The Rockies have been playing at home for about a week now. And whenever they're playing at home, the team that plays them in Colorado gets a lot more hits. So if that's the case, Colorado should be a lot hotter than it is right here. I hope that's making sense, but it's not. And this is the last 7 days right here. Dodgers are extremely hot compared to the Rockies, which are somewhat cold. And here is the breakdown of exactly the rank and the OPS. The Dodgers are 9th. The Rockies are 26th. All right. Now the win projections. What this means is that they're just who's projected to win. The Dodgers are projected to win, 76% chance. Okay. There's another big factor here, which is in the 9th inning. The Rockies are favored that they have to bat. I'm not going to get into those details. I've said it too many times already, but basically it's saying that the Rockies should be losing the game in the 9th inning. So they are forced to bat because they're at home. This is the breakdown of everything I just said. And I'm going to go with the Dodgers with the -1.5. Now, a little side note with the -1.5s, I do my tracking perfectly. Like I track everything, and I'm gonna tell you, whenever with 1.5s, it's not good for me. So if you pay the Jews, go with the -1, and that's a little more protected because then they only have to win by 1 to break even. But if they don't win by 2, then you lose the bet. So for me, I'm not going to pay the juice. I'm going to go with the -1.5 because of all the reasons I just said. But if you want to be protected a little bit, go with the -1 for the Dodgers. All right, this one's I'm gonna throw it there, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, you might want to be very careful with this one. The biggest reason I said is the line shift. Okay, the line, you can see, I know it's kind of hard to see that, but basically the line is 132, and it went down to a -120. So they went from favorite to less favorite. And it's a big. It went from 132 to 120. It's a 12-cent move. Okay, and that's going in the wrong direction. And the only reason I can think of is there's a lot of, but look at this. The Rays are supposed to win 71% of the chance. The pitcher is much better. This dude Boss, he's 7-3 compared to 4-7 over here. Look at the Rays have been extremely, extremely hot the 5 games. I think they won 5 in a row. Then over here is the projections show the Rays are supposed to win. So everything is lining up exactly like the 9th inning the other team is supposed to bat. Everything is lining up. The only thing that stands out to me a little bit is the sweep. So the Rays just swept the Royals. Okay, they won 5-1, 3-0, and 3-0. So whenever this happens in baseball in general for the last couple of seasons, normally you might want to be very careful when a team sweeps a team or is close to sweeping. Just in general in baseball, they don't tend to sweep. One team doesn't tend to sweep the other team. And if they do, it's harder to get that one extra win. That's the reason I believe. There can be other reasons that I might not see, but I did all the research already and I don't see anything else. So because of those reasons, I did place it, but you want to be careful because the line shift is going in the opposite direction. All right. Now, the last one I'm going to share with you guys is the Cubs. The Cubs are going against the Cardinals. The line did shift. Actually, the line is stuck at 134. You can see it's kind of like stuck right there, 134, and its current line is 134. So the line has been stuck right there since last night, and it's not moving. 73% of the money, or 73% of the bets, are coming in on the Cubs, and 75% of the money is coming in on the Cubs. So you can see the graph right here, 73, 75. Basically, everything is shifting towards the Cubs, but except the line is still stuck at 134. So I don't like to see this because the line tells a lot of stories. And if you know how to read line moves, the books are not stupid. So they only move the lines when a lot of money is coming in, or a lot of heavy juice, or a lot of sharp money is coming in on one side. So in this case, even though 73% of the money is coming in on the Cubs and 73% of the bets is coming in on the Cubs, the line is stuck. Okay, so that's a red flag actually. Zero movement despite that money. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask me, and I'll try to answer it I'll try to answer it in a better way. But basically, the line being stuck is not a good sign for the Cubs. All right. So better record. Cardinals do have a better record in the last 10. This is just in general, but in the last 10 games, the Cardinals do have a better record, 7-3 covering spreads. The Cubs in the last 10 games do have a 3-7 against the spread. That doesn't mean that they lost the game. That just means that if they were favored, they didn't cover the spread, or if they were underdog, then they lost by more than 2. So basically, the Cubs are doing worse than the Cardinals as a recent trend. Okay, but there is 2 major factors in this game. Number one is that Amanaga is playing today, which is one of their ace pitchers. He was injured. He's coming back off of injury, but it was not with his arm. It was not with his shoulder. It was his leg. So he should be good to go. He was off for 10 games. He's back. Look, this dude is awesome. I think he was Rookie of the Year, or should have been Rookie of the Year last year. So this dude is very, very good against Palante. Balanta is actually decent as well, but not as good as Amanaga. And the other thing too is, look at this. The record for OPS for the last 7 games, the Cubs are number 1, okay? And the Cardinals are like number 5. So what this means is on-base percentage. And the on-base percentage for the Cubs is very, very, very good. So here it is. Rank 1 for Cubs, rank 5 for Cardinals. So very simply, the Cubs have better batting. They have better pitching as far as the starter. Let's see what's up with the bullpen. And then the projections say that the Cubs are supposed to win. Also, the 9th inning does say that the Cubs should be leading. Amanaga's right here. Okay, I got to see what's up with the bullpen. I think we've been having issues with some scrapers, but it doesn't give me the information for the bullpen. So I have to ask about that. I want to know what the hell's going on with this. But anyway, that's it, guys. I do like the Cubs to win. I like the Dodgers at a 1.5. And then the Rays, you got to be careful with them because of the line move. I think I explained pretty heavily how important the line is, but the line is shifting towards the Royals, okay? Everything else points that the Rays should win except the line move. So that's about it, guys. I have 3. I just gave you 2 of them, which is the Cubs and the Dodgers. And if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you go to the link in the description, click on free. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, man. Let's have another great day. Perfect day, 5-0 yesterday. That's two days in a row winning streak. Make it 3. Thank you.